How do you budget and save? My name is Gaby Rincon. I'm a money coach and financial strategist. I specialize in working with the first-gen BIPOC community and empowering them to live money stress-free through financial education. Okay, so welcome back to our big October goal, our series for the month, which is back to budgeting basics. Here's the thing, budgeting and saving are all intertwined. They are essential. The budget is the tool to make sure that you are effectively able to save. And the savings habit is what secures the financial health, the financial freedom, the ability to retire. If you've struggled with budgeting or with saving in the past, that means that either you've not prioritized saving as a goal and intentionally done so in the budget, or maybe you haven't even created a budget that works. You haven't engaged in the work of planning and projecting what your income is gonna be doing. Have you assigned your dollars, all of the dollars that you make, a specific job? And in order to enact your budget, to actually follow it, you have to make sure that it's rooted in your goals, rooted in something that you actually care about. Because if you don't have that buy-in, you won't do it because it doesn't matter to you. That's why when I'm working one-on-one or in a group setting, an integral part of this work is to create SMART goals as it comes to your finances. By that I mean, when you use this framework specifically for your finances or anything really, you are much more likely to achieve it. If the goal is specific, if it's measurable, if it's attainable, right? Is it realistic for us to do it? Is it relevant? Do we care about it? And is it timely? Is there a deadline? That deadline is gonna push us to make sure okay, we're definitely gonna do it, right? So my client's goal might be something like, I'm gonna pay off debt, but that isn't specific. How are we measuring it, right? What exactly are we doing? I am paying off $800 of credit card debt by the end of the year. We have a very specific number to target, right? We have a way to measure that progress. Okay, we have got $800 in 3 months. Let's work backwards. What is it going to be weekly? What is it going to be, bi-weekly or adjusted to your pay? The attainability piece is sometimes something that people struggle with because they might be like, well, I want to pay off all of my credit card debt. Okay, but is it realistic for you to pay off, $8,000 in 3 months? No, not necessarily. And that's not a bad thing. We just want to set something that is actually realistic, right? If the overarching goal, the kind of medium, longer term goal is the full credit card debt, that makes sense. But let's start with something attainable to build that habit in the short term, in the now. In the relevant piece, we're talking about okay, do you care about this? Why do you care about this? What does having this debt feel like? What are you trying to move towards? What do you want your life to look like once this debt, these $800 are applied to that credit card? We also engage in this kind of a reflection because obviously we have short-term SMART goals, right? Things that are less than a year long to complete. Medium-term goals that are gonna be okay, more like 1 to 5 years. And then long-term goals that's gonna be longer than 5 years. So for example, I am a runner, so I think about this as this is my training run. My training run has to happen. My training run has to occur so that then I can build those trainings on top of each other to create this medium-term goal. This is my actual race. I ran it, I did it, congrats. And then my long-term goal, that's where I want to actually place on the podium. I want to actually be one of the top 3 in my age bracket. So think about that, apply it to your finances. Okay, I pay off the $800 of credit card debt. By paying off the $800 of credit card debt, I can build on top of that, do it a few times over and over again, then boom, I'm credit card debt free. And then I keep going and I'm able to transfer that credit card debt payment to now savings. I'm able to save for a down payment on a home, and then boom, my debt to income ratio is good. I have the down payment and closing cost funds. I'm able to actually purchase real estate. Obviously, this is just an example that I kind of made up, but you understand how these goals are so important, and setting them will allow you to intentionally plan for them within your budget. When you do that, that is when you're most likely to succeed, to stick to it. Creating a sustainable plan that works for you is essential. So for a one-on-one support with this, please book a consultation. I'd love to work with you.